two up front was when we beat Sheffield Wednesday on New Year's Day. And then all of a sudden he stopped it. We hammered Sheffield United on that day, but all of a sudden he decided that wasn't the right tactic. Or, I mean, there's a favourite bugbear of mine. His bloody assistant manager or assistant trainer decided it wasn't the right tactic. I honestly think we've gone backwards since we got that bugger in from Portugal. But nevertheless, it was good tonight. They were tactically sound.
Hey, Lee, I've got to jump off. I've got a 3-hour drive. It's Mother's Day over here.
No worries, mate. No worries, mate. We're live now, so if you can share the link, I'm going to share it to you. Or I've just shared it on our social media profile. I've finally done it. We are live. So Ian, watch your language, will you?
No, bugger off. I'm going to bed soon anyway. I've got back from Edinburgh at 7 o'clock.
We are live.
And it's now almost 11:30 here, and I want to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my chin straps. I've just had a week in England and I'm knackered.
And I've got an early flight tomorrow morning.
Aye.
Yeah, well, listen.
Anybody got any spare tickets?
For what?
For the final, I mean.
For the final. We haven't got
For the
there
final.
yet, man.
How weird. I'm planning for the future here. I've got the hotel booked in Heathrow. Not taking any chances there.
Well, no worries. We are live. Listen, so I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer. Pete, if you're going to head off, shoot off, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Hold on. Did you just post the link?
I did post it on X, yeah. So if you can share it.
I will. I'll put it on the LS site right now.
Brilliant.
Cheers. All the best, lads.
Cheers,
Peter.
Bye.
So, Tomas, you've been very busy these days, eh? You've been busy in Montevideo and Uruguay. What did you think of tonight?
It was fantastic. I think that goal is from Sunderland today. I think that we have a lot of lucky, but also the tactics that choose Lebris were very good. So it was a bit of lucky and a bit of great decisions from Lebris. I have that we have like we say here, the lucky champ.
Lucky champ, yeah.
Like it's a luck that only have the champ, like
Yeah.
Real Madrid. I don't know.
Yeah. Lucky champs or lucky champ, ¿no? El amuleto de la suerte, ¿no? As we say in Spanish. Yeah.
¿Y por qué has elegido Sunderland?
Why did you choose Sunderland, Tomás?
Bueno, primeramente porque son todos, o sea, los hinchas son todos muy compañeros y me hacía acordar como si fuera un equipo de acá, de Sudamérica. Entonces me sentí acompañado completamente y bueno, ahí arranqué.
¡Qué bien!
So Ian, Thomas, Jeff asked Thomas, how did you become a Sunderland fan? And he said that basically, I love the club because of they're all comrades, they're all together, and the fans are brilliant, and I just fell in love with that, and it reminds me of teams in Uruguay.
All right.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Well done, Thomas. Nice to know we're getting around the world.
Yeah, we are getting around the world. and listen, he knows Juan Sartori as well. He met Juan Sartori.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he lend you any money?
Well, he gave me this shirt.
Really? Oh,
yes.
That's good. Excellent.
Today I write to him because it was there.
He was there, was he, at the match?
Yes.
So I saw Kirill. I didn't see Sartori. I didn't see one.
Yeah. But listen, I mean, I've been a bit absent in this conversation, but tonight, after what I heard from I did a preview show with my friend Tom yesterday. He's a workmate of mine, and he actually gave me more confidence when he was speaking. That he said basically the Coventry weakness was the counter attack. They always give goals away on the counter attack. And
Yeah.
it made complete sense to play Mayenda and Isidore up front. Listen, even though we didn't get a lot of them, it really scared them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think it changed their team talk, because as soon as Lampard saw that starting lineup there, like Mayenda and Isidore up front, he didn't expect that. And I think that when they were playing at home in front of their crowd, and the crowd was like very noisy, they like, I mean, listen, they've only got one song, you know what I mean? Like, they're only
Aye.
duh, 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 you know what I mean? So like, they've only got one chant, but it didn't have an effect, because for the first 15 minutes they didn't start very fast. They were shitting themselves because we played two up front. So I
Yeah.
think Lebris does deserve credit for kind of catching them out. Do you agree with that, Ian?
Well, it doesn't help if you're going to play your back line on the halfway line, and we've got two forwards who are we're live are very fast.
Come on, Ian.
Like hot snot.
It's
All right, the
past
fastest foot.
it's past the watershed, Ian. Come on.
Thomas, don't listen to this. It's bad language, and it's not even it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon where you are.
5 hours
fine.
less, no, Thomas. Like you're 5 hours
Eh,
behind, so now it's 6
5
o'clock.
hours, so it's 6 o'clock.
Half
at
past
night.
6 o'clock.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Anyway, I mean, if their tactic is to play a very high line, as your supposedly canny Coventry mate, there's no such thing as a canny Coventry mate. They don't exist. But I mean, you know, whatever. If he said that they were very suspect because they play a very high line, why do they play a very high line? Especially when we've got Isidore and Mayenda on the pitch. I mean, it's been proved tonight that they both scored a goal. You know, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Jeff, at halftime, I put out a post on X, basically with a GIF or a GIF, whatever you want to call it, of like a wall, and that was Dan Ballard. I
Yeah.
thought it was outstanding tonight, and I thought that
Yes.
collection was completely justified.
Yeah, quite agree. I see. You know, he was rightly awarded the man of the match. So he put his body on the line. He took a few knocks. He got clapped a couple of times. Did very, very well. You know, but I thought as a team, I thought 09 had a decent game as well. You know, he broke down the play. Dan Neil, his distribution was better than it has been. You know, a couple of decent balls forward. It was his initial pass that led to the first goal. Breaking out of the penalty area. It was his initial pass, and then I think it was Lafayette who fed Isidore, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Neil, and I've been one of his staunchest critics. I think he's been poor of late. Yet tonight, you know, I've got to give credit where it's due, and say that he had a good game.
Yeah.
But they all put a shift in. You know, I think 09. You know, a great lad. He's somebody that you'd want in your team. Is he good enough to play in the Premier League?
Nah.
Probably not.
No. But it won't stop him.
No. I mean, he's fearless Fred, isn't he?
Yeah.
He doesn't care, and he'll always put a shift in.
Yeah.
He might not be, as gifted as some of the other players are, but he will put 100% in. And
yeah. Well,
you've got to give credit where it's due, haven't you?
You're talking about our first goal, Jeff. There was a lot of discussion in our WhatsApp group, German Black Cats, as to whether Wilson was offside or not. I don't think he was. I think I think the commentary player on the near line was playing him on.
He definitely wasn't offside. They showed the replay on Sky, and
we didn't get that on SAFC, you see.
Yeah.
No.
Thomas, listen, if you don't understand anything, like, listen.
No, I understand.
You understand,
For
like,
me,
listen,
it was not offside. For me, it was good.
Yeah. No, it wasn't offside.
How can you understand me? don't understand myself sometimes.
Well, listen, Thomas, like Ian lives in Germany near Dortmund. So
Oh,
he speaks like Jeffrey speaks Spanish. He lives in Menorca. I speak Spanish. So if you need translators, you've got 2 translators here.
okay, amazing.
While we're on here, now to do with football, Jeff, I've just seen over your left shoulder, you've got a picture of Tommy on your wall. Tommy.
Yes,
The
I
World
have,
War
yeah.
One he is in my hometown, see him.
Right.
So where
Well,
are you from?
I'm
And
from
why have you got a
Easton.
picture of Tommy on the wall?
I'm from Easton Colliery originally,
Oh, good grief. Bugger off.
and my mother, who's no longer with us, she ended up in the care home on the front there in Seaham.
All right, yeah.
Corner.
Yeah, right next to the Masonic Hall.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where she spent the last few years of her life.
Mhm.
And I used to go there, obviously, to see her. And so Tommy, we used to walk past Tommy all the time. I used to take him out.
Aye.
And, you know, I'm a big, I'm still a big fan of County Durham.
Aye. Well, I've just come back from a week in Seaham, in England. Where's he buggered off to now? Are you still listening, Jeff?
Yes.
All right, okay. Oh, well, great stuff.
Yeah, I was going to bring
Champion,
that
Mara.
picture up. Like,
Champion.
so like for Thomas, this is like a symbol of County Durham.
Okay.
It's called Tommy. It's basically what Ian, you can probably explain this because this is a statue in the hometown of Ian.
Yeah.
Ian, explain.
There's a guy called, oh God, I
He's
can't
called
remember
Thomas.
his name.
He's called Thomas. Tommy.
Yeah, no, the guy who did this statue, this was his first ever attempt at making anything. It's just old iron or steel, which is why it's got this rust color on it. And he donated it to the town of Seaham, my hometown, for 6 months. And he said, in 6 months, I'll just take it apart and do something else. Well, the people of Seaham loved him so much that the council, Seaham Town Council, they couldn't afford to pay for Tommy. So they had a whip round and they got the money raised within 36 hours. So Tommy has become a permanent fixture and he's renowned throughout the UK. In between times, the guy has gone on to produce other statues. There's a one in Sunderland, which I saw last Saturday. In Sunderland, there used to be a brewery that brewed beer. And it was called Vaux Brewery. And he has produced a statue of a cart, a horse cart with 2 horses, and on the back of the cart are barrels of beer. And there's a big sign which is Vaux, and that's been put quite near to the site of where Vaux Brewery used to be. But there are statues which are throughout the northeast now. He's a really talented guy. It's really excellent.
He's called Ray Lonsdale, isn't he?
Yeah, really. That's a fella. Yeah.
Ray Lonsdale.
Yeah.
Eso, Tomás, que esa estatua.
Es un escultor.
Dale, Jeff, dale.
I was just going to tell Jeff that I've been over back to the UK for a week, and the last weekend, we were in the northeast, and we stayed at Easton Village. Do you know Seaton Home?
Yes. Yeah.
Right behind that, a mate of mine converted an old farm building into a farmhouse and 2 apartments. And we stayed there. I was his first. My wife and I and our daughter were his first ever customers, and he's now sold it. But the people who've taken it on have continued to rent it. Right. And we were there on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before we went over to the lakes for 2 days, and then up to Edinburgh for 2 days. And we had astonishingly good weather. I've never seen the lakes like that in my life. I went over the lakes expecting it to quiet down, and it didn't.
Right,
Not
Jeff,
a spot of red.
translation for
Anyway,
Tomas,
we're talking about
please.
No,
football.
an
Sorry,
Airbnb. He does an Airbnb. No,
Airbnb.
we
He's got an Airbnb. Right, there he is. He's got an Airbnb.
All right. Well, if I ever come to Uruguay, Thomas, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
okay.
Tomas. Ian wants free accommodation, free tickets for Nacional, and
Oh yes, yes. Libertadores. We go to see the Libertadores.
In Montevideo, I've been there. I'm just trying to remember when it was when I went. I think in 2008.
Okay.
I went to Montevideo. I was actually playing cricket, believe it or not. I was playing
All right,
cricket
okay.
in Argentina.
Yeah, well, you always do. Every time I go to Uruguay, I play cricket.
Yeah,
Cricket.
I
Oh,
didn't play cricket in Uruguay, but when we finished the cricket tour in Buenos Aires, I went across River Plate to Montevideo, and then from
yes.
there we went to Punta del Este,
Punta del Este.
and I was there for 4 or 5 nights. And my only memory of Punta del Este was I got food poisoning.
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
congratulations.
yeah, marisco.
it's
Una
all right.
mariscal mala.
I got that in Bolivia, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, in Bolivia,
Yeah.
I ate some dodgy chicken. But Jeff,
I
could
had
you
seafood.
translate to Tomas what Ian explained there about Thomas, like Tommy?
Yeah, pues había un montón de soldados en la Primera y Segunda Guerra Mundial de la zona, muy cerca de Sunderland. Y murieron miles de personas, muchos jóvenes murieron, y este escultor, que también es de la zona, ha empezado a hacer esculturas como recuerdos de las guerras,
Claro.
y también de la industria de la zona. Por ejemplo, hay mineros.
Mineros.
La zona estaba muy rica en carbón.
Carbón.
Toda mi familia eran mineros. Mi padre trabajaba debajo del Mar Norte, ahí sacando carbón, y este escultor ha hecho tanto esculturas de la guerra. Tommy es un soldado, y yo lo ves ahí con su escopeta y su casco de seguridad y su ropa. Y también he hecho esculturas de los mineros, de las mujeres de los mineros. Es una zona industrial,
Claro.
y por eso el hecho recuerdos. Y también lo que estaba comentando de la cervecería, que estaba ahí en el centro de Sunderland. Ahí había una fábrica de cerveza, y antiguamente entregaron la cerveza con caballos,
Con gas.
con el carro y un par de caballos. Y yo recuerdo de niño, como soy un viejo, yo recuerdo viendo los caballos dando vueltas a la ciudad, entregando los barriles de cerveza.
De cerveza.
Sí, sí. Y
increíble.
Ahora están haciendo un puente nuevo que en pleno verano lo van a abrir, está casi acabado, falta un par de meses para estrenarlo. Y desde ahí, donde había la fábrica de cerveza, un puente directo con acceso al estadio. Es justo al otro lado del río. Si te fijas, si ves una foto en Google Earth, verás el estadio que está pegado al río. No sé si has estado alguna vez.
No.
¿No? Pues cruzando el río ya estás en el centro de la ciudad. Y está andando desde el centro al estadio 5 minutos.
Sí, nada, cerquísima, re cerca.
Ahora mismo hay 2 puentes, uno al lado del otro, y el puente nuevo en medio. Y el puente nuevo sería peatonal.
Pues,
Peatonal.
para facilitar, ¿no? El acceso al
lo que
estadio.
eran los establos de los caballos, porque piensa que donde está el estadio ahora era una mina de
Claro.
carbón.
Sí,
Y los establos, allí mismo tenían los caballos que usaron debajo de la tierra para sacar el carbón, tanto para eso, para guardar los caballos que entregaron la cerveza.
claro.
Y ahora esto es un sitio de entretenimiento. Ahora todos son bares y restaurantes. Lo han hecho una reforma y todo esto que estaba abandonado, ahora es un sitio donde puedes ir a tomar una cerveza y comer antes del partido. Lo
Claro.
han hecho muy bien. Lo que
Sí.
veo es están invirtiendo en la ciudad.
Yeah.
Le están dando vida.
Van mejorando.
Ian, Jeff's telling Tomas about like the Forks Brewery and like how
Yeah.
like the new footbridge is going to connect the
I'll tell you
stadium.
what, I had a look at the new footbridge when we were there. It's coming on, but it's going to be a hell of a boon when it opens. I mean, you walk down Kill Square and you can see the stadium and you can follow the line of the bridge. You're going to get to the stadium so much quicker.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a boon, especially for me. I was knackered by the time I got to the stadium on Saturday.
Pues
It's-
eso, Tomás,
It's going to be great when that's finished. It really will. And it leads straight, when you come back from the stadium, it leads straight into Kill Square and you're in the middle of everything there. I mean, you come up to the Peacock, the Dunkeld, the fire station, everything. It's so much. It's been excellently thought out and it's going to be a major boost to the city.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
think
sure if you can see this on my camera.
yeah. Put it to your right.
Put it-
Sorry, your
put it
left.
here.
Your left.
That's it, yeah.
Can you see? So that's a photograph there. That is the one at the brewery.
Put it closer, Jeff.
Esto
Put
es
it
lo que
closer.
hay ahora en lo que era la cervecería, con los
Okay.
caballos, los barriles y
Yeah.
If you got to say it, Jeff.
Put it closer, Jeff, to the left. Put it closer to the left. Left. Down.
Mm.
No,
Up a
that's
bit,
too far
up
down.
a bit,
That's
left
too
a
far
bit.
down.
Fire!
Hang
Oh,
on.
Dan's coming on.
We've got Dan. We've
I'm
got
going to
Dan,
go to
the
bed if this
ball
book is turning up.
But, Tomás, una cosa que no te dijo Jeff, que era que este escultor dijo que solo iba a ponerlo, la estatua, el escultor, durante 6 meses.
6
¿vale?
meses.
Y iba a quitarlo. Pero es que como la gente le gustaba tanto,
Hi,
hicieron
Dan.
un bote,
Una colecta.
un bote para mantenerlo. Así que es un icono, ¿no? La ciudad. Danny Boy, here we are. Tomás,
Turn your mic
Jeff,
on, you
Ian,
tough bugger.
your microphone, Dan. Your microphone. We can't hear
Turn
you.
your mic on.
You've had too many of these. Have another one.
Hang on.
There you go.
Ah, there you are.
Danny Boy. Danny
Can
Boy.
you
Dan.
see? Can
Yeah,
you
we
see
can
my ugly face?
We
Yes.
can see
And that's
you.
why I'm going to bed now. Not I
Danny.
really am. I am
Sorry,
knackered. Lee,
sorry, I'm joining so late, but I had to do a few other things as well, like on Bulgarian TV again,
Really?
and then
drink some
a
beer.
few mates were calling me and like chatting, and
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my white wine now.
Yeah.
Why?
Another
You're
one on
drinking
the wine.
whiskey.
me too.
I need to have a break a little bit from a whiskey.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Danny,
Listen,
listen,
lads.
Ian, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go, Ian? Right, okay.
I'm going to
gonna
bed.
Oscar.
It's 10 to midnight and I'm knackered. I only got back from Edinburgh at 7 o'clock and I'm chugged.
Well, Ian,
Lee, if
I'll
you,
be
fine,
the
mate.
same. I'll be the same, man. I'll be the same.
yeah, see you, Mara. If you're going to do
See ya.
a review
Bye, Ian.
on Wednesday, bye, Thomas. Adios, adios,
See ya.
compañero.
All the best.
Yeah.
buddy.
Lee, if you're going to do a
Thomas.
review on Tuesday,
Yeah.
I'll give us a shout on Wednesday, rather. Give us a
Yep.
shout, but if we lose, forget it.
Yeah. I will
Thomas,
do, man. I will do.
que se joden las hurracas.
Sí.
Eso es siempre, que se jodan las hurracas. Hay que recordar eso siempre.
See you,
Right.
lads.
Say that in. Right, Dan, I'm going to
Eso
translate
siempre,
that for you
chef.
because
I agree. I agree with what you said.
right, basically, Dan, I'm going to introduce you. Tomas is in Montevideo in Uruguay.
Oh, in Uruguay.
In
Hey.
Uruguay, yeah.
Hello, mate.
And
Hello,
Tomas,
hello, Dan.
Dan lives in London, but he's from Bulgaria. He's from Sofia.
Yes.
And Dan, Jeff is in Menorca, but he's from I don't know how well you know County Durham, Dan, but Jeff is from a place called Easington
Yes.
Colliery.
I know it. Yeah, I know it.
You know it.
I know every place around Sunderland.
Well, even my town. Well, you do
What's
now
your
because
town?
I post on Facebook. Willington, near Crewe,
Willington.
near Bishop Auckland.
Ah, you're willing to post from there, yeah?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Willington. Like
Right, Lee. My apologies. I need to draw stumps. I've got a suitcase to pack because I'm
Right.
heading to Sunderland.
Listen, I'll pull rank with Dan and Thomas. Okay, Jeff, thanks for coming on. Okay,
Cheers, boys.
Yes. Have a good time.
Cheers. Thank
Bye,
you. I'll be
Jeffrey.
there on
Cheers.
Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
bye, Jeff.
Bye.
Yeah, fuck
Bye,
the
guys.
mags. Yes, I heard las locas. Fuck the mags. There we go.
Eso es. Que se jodan las hurracas.
Que se
Hey,
jodan.
hey, Dan, how do you say fuck the mags in Bulgarian?
Oh, let me see. This is quite difficult to translate the way it sounds in English.
We don't care. It sounds alright
Um,
anyway.
Майната им на свраките.
Get in.
That's good
it.
enough for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck 'em.
But Dan, we were mentioning before that that it was a very professional performance tonight, wasn't it? Really, it wasn't the prettiest, but we didn't expect the prettiest performance, did we not? Because we've had a bad run. Coventry at home. They've had a
Yeah.
okay run. And I think for me the key was was playing two up front, because I think Lebris caught them by surprise that they didn't expect to play two up front.
My words on Bulgarian TV earlier were I was quite critical the way we played, and I still stay behind my words because there was no midfield. There was panic in defense. Luckily, we had Ballard today. If we didn't have Ballard today, I dread thinking what would have happened. And second half, of course, much better. We looked to counter-attack much better. And then I am so pleased for Isidore scoring, and even for Mayenda, because these two are the natural goal scorers. And Isidore had a lot of critics, and I'm extremely pleased for him.
Yeah.
That will give him a little bit of a confidence for the second leg. I expected more from the midfield. Patrick Roberts was like nowhere to be seen. Bellingham was like going more like a defender, like defending. Even Wilson Isidore was defending. Enzo Lefebvre was defending. I mean, what the hell, man? We couldn't get two passes in the middle of the park. That's the disappointing part.
But was that the plan, though, Dan? Do you not think?
I don't know whether this was the plan. You can't tell your midfield not to put a couple of passes together. Do you know a manager to say that? I doubt it.
But Thomas, Dan makes a good point there. I mean, I think the same, that in terms of the midfield, we didn't create anything really. But with the players that we had on the pitch, we played Mayenda and Isidore forward. And listen, we had 27% or 30% of possession, but we won the game 2-1. 25.
25. Oh.
But listen, I can forgive that, because I thought that even though Coventry had 75% of possession, Thomas, they didn't do anything with the ball.
No.
We were never in danger. The only time we were in danger was when they scored, because we disconnected for 1 second.
Well,
yes.
Lee, I'm afraid I'm going to disagree with you.
Yeah,
we were in danger every time they put the cross in the box. They had so many corners. They had so many balls like in the box, in the penalty box. It was just tiring for our defense. Tiring. They were panicking.
But who was there, Dan? Who was there to clear it?
Daniel Ballard was there like a rock. He had a few knocks. They hit him hard. They absolutely tried to smash him.
Yeah.
And the lad took everything. For me, man of the match easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
20 clearance he has.
20 clearances.
He was unbelievable. What a rock. And I'm telling you, if he was not playing today, we would have been battered.
Yeah.
But it's too easy to say these things now. And
Yes.
then when you win, nothing else matters. Absolutely nothing.
But it will be a different game, no, Tomas, on Tuesday next week.
Well, I
Because
hope so. I hope so. We're
because-
at home, 45,000.
yeah.
Like, we need to go and smash them. We need to go and attack.
But you think we will? Or I don't think we will. I don't think
Well,
we
that's
will.
that's the thing. That's the thing. You need to be cautious in these games and then approach the game like gently. The first 20 minutes are crucial for Sunderland. Every time, the first 20 minutes are so important not to concede like silly goals or any goals, not to have
Yes.
a red cards or like concede a penalty or anything like that. You need to cut all the crap and stay professional and pass the bloody ball. If we keep the ball, if we keep possession, they can't attack us. Possession is so important. We need to pass the ball around, kill the game off.
I think, Thomas, if we can get that first goal on Tuesday at home, then that's a big positive. No, we need to score that first goal on Tuesday, no, to make
Exactly.
us more comfortable.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think that, for example, today, the first 5 to 10 minutes, Coventry was Barcelona 2006. It was like it was among the goal, but I think that early goal in Tuesday would be great.
Exactly.
No,
Well, let's
I think
hope.
so as well. I think so as well.
I am
But,
not getting too excited yet because you know how easy you can throw games away, and then we need to stay professional, focused, kill the game off, finish them off, and whatever happens with Sheffield United.
I mean, I'm not. Listen, Dan, I think, listen, me and you have been probably more critical of the team
Yes.
in the last few months, and I think that's kind of justified as well. But tonight, I saw a team that basically they had a plan. And listen, even though I don't think Job, I don't think Lefay, I don't think Roberts, I don't think they had great games, but I thought they did a job. And I thought, if you're not going to play them, who are you going to play? You're not going to play anyone else because
that's what we got. I mean,
that's what we've got, right? I mean,
they're stuck in. I mean, the boys, like, you could see the desire. They were fighting. They were like challenging. They were like battling hard. But I expected more from them.
but I get that, Dad. But do you not think, like, after 5 games on defeat,
Yes.
I
I
think,
think
do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've been like a massive critic, and I've been slaughtered on social media. But I saw tonight, I thought, listen, my prediction pre-match was 1-1, and after the first half, I thought, listen, Coventry have had the majority of the possession, but they haven't done anything. All they've got is
They
a
haven't
long ball.
created clear-cut chances for sure. They were just putting us on pressure, but they never created clear-cut chances.
Yeah, yeah. But I was talking about it before, Dan. I was thinking that Lebris's decision to play 2 up front, I think that stunned and it shocked Coventry. They didn't expect
Yeah,
that.
this was a brave decision away from home, isn't it?
Brave decision, but I don't know if you listened to my podcast yesterday with my workmate Tom, and my workmate Tom said that Coventry's weakness is the counter-attack, and all the goals they score is from the counter-attack, and I thought, like, that made me think that he might go 2 up front, because if he's got 2 forwards to worry about, then they're going to be kind of like more cautious. And he also mentioned that, like, their biggest threat is corners and set pieces, So it kind of made complete sense why Dan Ballard played.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's also known that Coventry home it's a very good team, but when they go away, like they are very bad. So they like put all the meat in el asador. They put like all
They
the
put
effort
everything
today to
on the
win,
All the
line. Everything on
energy
the
of the
line.
home games. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. They
and
did.
that
I mean-
also gave us good things in the counterattack.
Yeah. I mean, Dan, I totally agree with you. Listen, Mayenda and Isidore and Lefay and Roberts, I thought they could have done so much more. Absolutely. I thought they were anonymous for
That's
most
my
of the
point.
game.
We've seen much better from them.
But in the end, in this case, like the gamble, no, o sea, Tomás, la apuesta, no, por Isidore y Mayenda, the gamble to play Isidore and Mayenda, it paid off because they both scored, no, like
Mayenda was crucial. He was crucial.
yeah, absolutely, and
What a player.
but this, I think it was very brave from Lebris to go with that formation, but I totally understood the formation. I understood the change. I kind of predicted that Rigg wouldn't play because I thought it's too big a game for Chris Rigg. You know, es un partido demasiado importante, ¿no? Para Rigg,
Yes.
Tomás.
Uh,
17 years old, and I
and
thought
I
that.
and
Go on, Thomas.
and
Yeah,
I
tell
also
me.
think that their number 9 they bought it about $9 million.
Haji
And
Wright or
Hachi right,
Asante or Thomas. Yeah,
and
yeah,
Isidore was like 3 or 4.
yeah,
So and Machenda we brought him from France,
yeah. For
second division,
1 million, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
and now we could talk about more than 10 millions. It's a
Yeah.
great player.
Yeah.
He took the ball and you don't know if it's going to be a goal.
yeah. But that
I thought that he's gonna miss it, honestly, because I'm always afraid, and I thought that's
Yes.
it. He's gonna miss it again, 1-on-1. Do you remember against Blackburn?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I could see this happening again. I was just I was boiling. I was absolutely boiling. And when I see the ball in the back of the net, this was like, I mean, one of the greatest moments, isn't it? Like, especially that time of the game.
Yeah.
Where they were all over us, and we put them on pressure. They made a mistake. We capitalize on that. That's how clever you need to be in these games. So fair play that they are, but we need to improve. We need to improve.
No, absolutely.
And
But
I also saw that the Coventry goalkeeper it's a great Sunderland fan. You know that?
yeah,
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Wilson. He actually played for the Cantera, Tomas.
Oh,
He was part of the academy where, but he didn't make a first team debut. But he's a big Sunderland fan, and but listen, I don't
We
think.
could have made it 3-1 actually. Mayenda had another chance after that.
yes, that's true.
And the goalkeeper made a great save.
Yeah, no. And listen, Dan, I've been very critical, like you, but tonight I can only say like fair play to the lads. It wasn't
Yes.
pretty. It wasn't pretty, but in my
Surely
opinion,
it wasn't pretty.
no, it wasn't pretty at all. But tonight I can honestly say that I thought that was like really a professional performance, and it was the right way to go about it. And Coventry, listen, Coventry away from home, they're not very good. Coventry this season are 12th in the away league, and my friend yesterday mentioned that he would like them to win the first leg because away from home they're not very good. So I think that going into the Stadium of Light with a 2-1 advantage is very positive for us because Coventry
Of
know that
course.
on the road they're not very good, and like now that we've got that win 2-1, the atmosphere at the Stadium of Light is going to be electric.
Yes.
Dan, I don't know if you're going to go up to the match or not, or
No, I'm not going to be able. Midweek is a bit difficult for me.
yeah,
And then even if we reach the final, I told you I'm not gonna go because I'm gonna
You're
be in
New York.
America.
Yeah.
So, but
But-
as long as we win,
Yeah.
that's fine. I can live with it.
Yes.
Yeah, Tomás, so moving to the second leg, no, la partido de la vuelta. How do you think do we approach that game? Do we go with the same tactics, or do we change the tactics and try to like take advantage of the fact that we're at home? We have the 46,000, 47,000 fans
Yes.
behind us. What do you think is the best way to play? And
Well, the first thing is that I was thinking that the worst thing that could happen to us is that Coventry scores us an early goal.
yeah,
That could be devastating.
yeah,
But I wouldn't change the tactics. I think that like the phrase that tactic that wins stay. Like
Yeah.
the teams that win stay. I think that Lebris with this team found the perfect tactic, because you know that the last 5 games we didn't win.
yeah,
So I will say the same. I like the fact that we have Rig in the bench,
yeah.
because it could be a very great substitute.
Mhm.
And also to have a player like Bethan
On
in
the
the
bench.
bench.
Yeah.
He is one of the best defenders in the league, and we have it there. So I think that we are very good. I don't like the match of Sirkin today.
No.
It doesn't give me confident. Hume, yes, but
Yeah.
Sirkin, no.
Well, he
And
got
he
the yellow
also,
card, didn't he? He got the yellow card
yes,
very early.
that maybe make him like being a little bit less aggressive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. He was a little bit nervous, wasn't he, Sirkin? But Danny, in terms of your thoughts for the second leg, how would you like to see us approach it, like leading 2-1 at the home leg?
Well, I think I'm gonna be different again. I would like to see us going out there and from the first minute push them and get them in their goal and bombard them, and I put them on pressure.
Try
Like,
to kill the game.
Absolutely, I want to see an onslaught.
Matanza, Tomás.
yes,
I want to
yes,
see an onslaught, and then
I love
just
Dan Dimitrov, what he's saying. It's great.
do you know
It,
do you know the game against Burnley at Stadium of Light, the first half?
yes,
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
We absolutely battered them. We need to show them who's the boss. We need to we need to get a revenge over these
Bastards.
I think
bastards.
that
I was tempted to say it.
I think that Dan Dimitrov is the coolest person that I know in my life.
Dad, I told you, my dad, my brother, Tomás, you've got a fan club, mate. You've got a fan club.
It's amazing. I can't believe it.
I am very passionate.
You have
the things I like, the
a
things I
badge
like in
here,
life,
there. I can't
I-
believe it.
Yeah.
I really love. And see my badge behind?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Recién me doy cuenta. I
Tomás,
realized.
I don't know if you know the story of Dan and how he became a Sunderland supporter. But I'm gonna let Dan explain to you how he became a Sunderland fan, because Dan is from Bulgaria. Dan, you're from Sofia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like heavy metal and rock music in general, and when I heard the name Roker Park,
Roker Park
I
is
associated
Campo Antiguo, no?
Yes. The last
associated the
stadium.
name Roker Park with the rock music I like, and they were called the Rockerites, and I was like, that what a cool name, like a nickname and a ground, and even I was attracted by the name Sunderland. It sounded so different from
Yes.
anything else around the country, and I was like, well, that is like something that I really want to look into. And then I read the history, and then what made me a complete Sunderland fan was the FA Cup run in 1992, when I was
92,
watching
Tomás,
highlights.
before you were born.
Yes.
So I was watching the highlights over there, and I could see 20 minutes highlights from Roker Park. I could see the atmosphere, I could hear it, and I just fell in love. So
Okay.
for me, it was the fans as well, big role. Fans, the atmosphere was like electric, and
Okay.
that's who I am. I recognize myself as one of these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So rock music and the fans.
I
Thomas.
love it. I love that story. It's
But
great.
Dan, come on, show them your tattoo.
No,
Oh.
tattoo. Like no.
Hang on, because I can only find.
No. No.
And this is a guy from Bulgaria, man. Like Dan,
No, I can't believe it.
I know
you're my hero,
people
Dan.
think I'm crazy, but like my answer is yes, I am.
First of all, I can't believe that I'm knowing a person that is named Dan Dimitrov from Bulgaria. And then that you have that tattoo in your arm. I can't believe it. It's amazing. You're my idol.
Your idol, my dad's idol, my brother's idol. Everyone loves Dan.
I don't know
Everyone
what
loves
the
Dan.
hell is wrong with you.
No, but listen,
So-
for me, like doing this podcast, I mean, like Tomas, I met Dan. Well, it must have been 2 years ago. No, Dan, in the first, well,
The International Fans Day
not this year, but last year.
last
Okay.
year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was the Bristol City game. That
Yes,
we drew
0-0.
0-0.
Yeah,
and it was a
0-0.
terrible game. And
Yeah.
I met you guys there, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing. Like meeting you, Rado, and all the other guys, like from Mexico, from USA, from South Africa.
Yeah,
from
lots of people.
Australia.
Yeah,
And it was brilliant. And
great guys.
But this podcast is because of that, you know, like because of like the passion of the fans abroad. And listen, I'm an immigrant, you're an immigrant. And for me it was like basically keeping the fans connected, and because I speak Spanish, I met Tomas, I met Millie, I met Alex, I met Danielle, they're from South America. And
Yeah.
and for me, this is like the love and the passion
Yes.
and the good feeling of Sunderland, that we're so inclusive as a
Absolutely.
fan base. And I just love this kind of
But in Latin America, they're also very passionate.
Yes.
oh yeah, very.
You,
I know.
if you
I
come,
mean, I've never been to Latin America, but what I've seen, even when I see my rock bands, my favorite bands playing in Latin America, the crowd is absolutely bouncing up and down, man. They're like, they are the brilliant, ideal fans.
yes, yeah, you
We
would
in
love
Europe,
to
we're
come here.
lazy. In Europe, we're
Yes.
lazy.
Dan,
I-
I reckon you like Sepultura, right? From Brazil. Do you like them?
I like Sepultura. I went to see them in London here.
Yeah.
It was a massive gig. It was brilliant.
And I reckon you like Soulfly as well.
Well, my favorite band is actually Dream Theater from America, from New York. But I like all sorts of metal.
Yeah.
I like so many bands. It's just, I mean, I grew up with Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and the British heavy metal from the 80s. And then obviously Metallica came about, and Guns N' Roses. And then when I found out about prog metal and progressive metal in general, this was my cup of tea. But
well, listen,
let's not talk about music. Don't start me up on music, because I can talk for hours. Same as football.
Well, listen, Dan, I can only dream of having hair like you, because I haven't had hair like that since I was like 12 years old.
Not bad for 54 years old, eh?
Who, me or you?
Me.
54. Jesus
I am
fucking Christ, man.
54, yeah.
I'm 40 years old, but I've had a hard life.
Thomas, how old are you?
17.
Oh, goodness me, man. Even my son is 19.
Oh no.
I'm an old uncle.
Yes. The cool
Granddad.
uncle.
You a granddad? You're not a granddad now.
I'm not.
No.
Well,
But go on,
I'm
Thomas,
like
tell
Chris
me.
Rigg.
Chris Rigg, you like Chris Rigg, exactly. You're 17.
Chris Rigg, yeah. What a great lad.
But what a great lad. But anyway, lads, listen, I'm gonna end the live stream here because
Yeah.
I've got to wake up tomorrow. I've got like a 4-hour class tomorrow morning. And then
Okay, mate.
I have to take my 2 girls to a birthday party in the afternoon, which I'm
Oh,
going to be
good.
happy about. No, I'm going to be happy because we won, so it's good. But yeah, listen, what a night, what a day.
What a night. Yes, he was very, very dramatic. He was everything that we wanted to see. So
Yeah.
let's hope we're gonna give him a real good thrashing on Tuesday.
Right. Okay. But what I want to do to finish the podcast is, Tomas and Dan, I want you to give me a kind of like a victory speech, but an encouragement speech for Tuesday as well, but in your own
Ah.
languages. So, Tomás, un discurso de animación de guerra para
Okay.
hoy, para el martes. Dan, you know what I said. Dale, Tomás, tú primero, you first.
Hay que ganar como sea. Nos merecemos estar en la Premier League, es donde tendría que estar el Sunderland. Somos el club más grande del norte y de Inglaterra y hay que estar ahí y hay que ganar por los fans y por todos.
Right. So Tomas said, we've got to win. We've got to do it. We've got to do it for the fans, for the zone, for the region. We are Premier League. We deserve to be in the Premier League. It's about time we're back in the Premier League. We've got to do it. And Tomas, let's say, how are the lads?
How are the
So-
lads?
How are the lads? Dan?
Vamos los lads.
You basically asking us to be like Regis Labrie, what he's gonna say to the players or what?
No, I'm just asking you, what
Oh.
you feel, Dan? Like, you be natural. You be you. Give your speech.
Момчета, сражавайте се до края, искаме да ги смачкаме, искаме да го направим за хората на Съндърланд, за отбора, за всички фенове по цял свят. Излизаме, мачкаме наред, отиваме на Уембли, печелим и влизаме в Висшата лига, където ни е мястото. Съндърланд за винаги. Съндърланд докато умрем.
I
So,
understand that last part. Sunderland go to Wembley.
So
Amazing.
obviously, basically, I said, lads, go out and attack. Do it for the people of Sunderland, for all the fans around the world. Do it for yourselves, and make sure you win that one and win at Wembley and go back to the Premier League where we belong and show everybody what we can do. Sunderland till we die.
Amen. Amen.
Amazing.
Right. Dan, Tomas, many thanks for your time this evening. It's time to go.
Cheers,
lads. How are the
Cheers.
lads? We can do this. Fucking keep the
A
faith.
bit of a white wine today, like a little bit.
Oh, Dan, I'm disappointed, man. You've disappointed me. I thought you were whiskey.
I
man.
know.
Oh,
mate,
I can't
but like,
believe it.
And
I
you like-
normally
So
go for
classical.
whiskey. I normally go for whiskey, but like
But
today I
Dan-
wanna go easy.
But Dan, you know
Okay.
that when you come to Bilbao and you stay at my house, you gotta drink red wine. Red wine is the
Well,
wine from this region.
Listen, I've got no issues with that.
Come on, how are the lads?
How are you,
Away.
lads? Thomas,
Bye-bye.
nice to meet you, brother.
Dan, it's a pleasure to know you, Dimitrov. You're the best man.
Thank you.
Tomas, I will put you in contact with Dan because Dan Tomas is on Instagram, so I'll connect you guys. Okay.